Okay, welcome back everyone. This is Mrs. Loeb back on the microphone. Mrs. Longcar will man the chat box here. If you can hear me okay, just find the smiley and let me know you're ready to go. Great. Don't forget to do the audio setup if you start to have any sound issues. You want to be sure that your speaker and microphone are connected. All right, so if your learning coach is sitting with you, find the green check mark. Remember, all these sessions are for the student and learning coach to sit and learn together. Orientation requires that you just work together. A lot of this information is for your parent or learning coach to help you. And if your learning coach is not sitting with you, go grab them. Let them know it's time to start class and that they need to sit with you in these sessions. We're going to do something called a quick check in this class. We're going to just review some of the information we learned so far today, just as a reminder. So I'm going to change your polling tools now to multiple choice. And here's our first question. What are the correct steps to log into ClassLink? Is it A, open your Google browser and go to agora.org/logins and then click on the blue ClassLink OLS button? B, open the Google browser and click on your K-12 OLS shortcut? Or C, open your Google browser and type ClassLink into the search engine? So how are we getting to our new front door? So choose your answer by clicking on the multiple choice tool. It's right where the green check mark and red X were. Looks like a little letter A. All right, I see people choosing their answers. If you haven't chosen your answer yet, go ahead and do that. I'm going to give you 3 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, the correct answer is letter A. To get to ClassLink, you're going to agora.org/logins. I'm going to put that in the chat box. agora.org/logins. Remember to save that to your favorites, and then you're going to click on that ClassLink OLS button. Okay, let's do true or false. You can use the green check for true, the red X for false. Students will use ClassLink to access the online school and other apps. Very good. You should be giving the green check mark for true. We're now using ClassLink to get to our online school and all those other apps that our teacher will give us access to later this year. All right, true or false? You should contact K-12 tech support for assistance with ClassLink. Now this one is a little tricky. We didn't really go over this in as much detail yet, but we will this week. You want to choose the red X for false. We have 2 branches of tech support. You want to contact Agora's tech support line if you have trouble with any ClassLink things. Okay, so we're going to be contacting Agora's tech support, not K-12. Okay, so there's 2 branches of tech support here. Make sure you contact Agora if you're having trouble with ClassLink. So give that red X. There we go. Good work. All right, everybody. Here are the session topics. If you'd like to read, you can raise your hand. I'd be happy to give you the microphone. All right, Deegan, go ahead and read those 2 session topics. Try that talk button in the top left corner.
Introduction to Online School OLS course, Completing Online School OLS lessons.
Great job, and let's give Deegan a big round of applause. Thank you so much for reading. We love to hear you on the microphone. And our goals for this class are going to be to understand the expectations of working in the online school courses and to understand how to complete online school lessons. And we're going to actually start a phys ed or gym lesson today. Before we start talking about courses, I'm going to give you your tools. Type your name under your favorite course. Do you like English Language Arts, Math, Science, or Social Studies and History? So use your typing tool and type your name under your favorite subject. I'm going to put my name under reading. I know you've all heard me say I love to read and write. So try using the typing tool. It looks like letter A. There's two different letter A's you can use. We'll spread some names out here. All right, awesome. Great job. Okay, I'm going to grab that toolbox and we're going to talk about all the courses that you're going to have this school year in the online school. But teachers use several online programs and resources to provide daily instruction and or supplemental support. And all of these programs can be found in ClassLink, which is why it's so important that we're logging into ClassLink each day. So your teacher may use Dreambox, Seesaw, Zern, Tyler, Keyboarding Without Tears, Nearpod, and that OLS. So we're simply going to be focusing on the online school right now, and we're going to tell you when and how to complete those online school core and elective courses. Everyone take your pointer, and we're going to pretend we're just clicking on our OLS button. We're focusing on the online school here. Good, and we already clicked on our online school in the last session, right? So hopefully you still have it open. And I noticed that some families like to close everything out every single time they log in. Just keep those tabs open all day. That way you don't have to log in a million times, right? Okay, perfect. Good job with the pointer. Okay, so the following online school courses are teacher guided. Okay, so your teacher's going to give you guidance in some courses, and you'll have to do some on your own in other courses. So the following are teacher guided. That means you only complete these lessons when they're assigned by your teachers. These courses are used for supplemental instruction and support. So teachers will assign the most valuable lessons and skip other lessons. So you don't need to write this down because Mrs. Longcar and I are going to send you this information in a document. Okay, so just take a look here quickly. It's broken down by grade level, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd through 5th grade. So we've got science, English Language Arts, and Social Studies. Your teacher's going to guide you if you're in kindergarten. Same thing for 1st grade, and same thing for 2nd grade. The only difference is 3rd through 5th graders, you are going to work on Social Studies and History independently. Okay, so you notice that your teacher's only going to be guiding you in Science and English Language Arts. Now it's your responsibility to complete lessons every day in the following courses. You're not going to have live sessions for these classes. You're going to work independently. So if you're in kindergarten, you'll do phonics and physical education. Same thing for 1st grade. 2nd graders, you're going to also do PE on your own. And 3rd through 5th, you're going to do PE, and then you have health, which they kind of go together. And then you have your social studies and history course. Okay, so again, you don't need to write this down. We're going to send you this in a document so that you have it. Okay? This is just going to be a good way to keep track of what you need to work on. So let's talk about that science course. Students develop observation skills, participate in engaging lab experience and learn about experiments and learn about their world. Grades K through 2 work in science during marking periods 1 and 3 and complete those lessons as assigned by their teacher. Students in grades 3 through 5 work in science during the entire school year and complete lessons as assigned by their teacher. Okay, so the only difference here is K through 2, you're going to have science rotating. So you're only going to work on it in periods 1 and 3. And then marking periods 2 and 4, you'll work on something else. Ta-da! You'll work in social studies and history. So students learn about important historical events, people, and geography through lively stories and activities. Grades K through 2 work in social studies and history during marking periods 2 and 4 and complete lessons assigned by their teacher. Students in grades 3 through 5 are responsible for completing lessons each school day independently. A teacher is not assigned for social studies or history, but there is a pacing guide that's provided, and you're expected to complete common assessments as well. So you must keep up on social studies and history daily if you are a 3rd through 5th grader. All right, so click on the green check if you like stories about the past. I really do. I love history. I'm not a history buff, but it always interests me, that's for sure. So I'm going to give my green check. Chloe, if you have a question, you may definitely type it in the chat box, honey. Okay. Let's talk about English Language Arts course. So students in grades K through 2 complete handwriting, language skills, literature and comprehension, vocabulary, and phonics or spelling. Grades K and 1, you'll also receive a phonics kit as well. And we're going to talk about that phonics kit later. Grades 3 through 5, you'll complete language skills, composition, vocabulary, spelling, and literature courses. Okay. All right, give me the thumbs up if you like reading. I keep saying this is my favorite subject. I'm going to give the thumbs up. Okay, there's some thumbs up. Good. Okay, let's talk about your PE and health course. So physical education is for grades K through 5. It includes activities that teach basic physical skills and improve overall fitness levels. Health is for grades 3 through 5 and teaches the importance of a healthy body. Can I have somebody read right here? This little sun. I'll give the microphone to somebody who maybe hasn't had a chance to read yet. Soul, go ahead. Can you read this next little sun here? Soul, if you want to read, just click on your talk button in the top left corner. All right, so how about we come back to you. Kaya, can you read this little sun right here?
Responsibility. It's your responsibility to complete lessons
and make at least 25% progress each marking period.
Marking period.
You got it, Kaya and Learning Coach. Let's give her a round of applause. Great job. So elective course grades are on your quarterly report card. So that's why it's really important to make progress in these courses, right? We want to be making progress because you are going to receive a grade on your quarterly report card. And this little lady over here says, raise your hand if you like being active. Raise your hand if you like being active. I know I'm trying to be better about being active and going out for some more walks and runs with my kids and my dog. He definitely needs it too. Sometimes it's hard. All right, good job. All right, so just be sure to unpack and organize all the materials that come in boxes in case your teacher or the lesson directs you to use them. It's okay if you didn't receive all your materials yet. Your Learning Coach can go to their Learning Coach Online School account and click on your name and orders to see what materials you will receive. All right, so we talked about quite a few different courses already here. So I'm wondering, did you notice that math wasn't listed? Give me a smiley face if you noticed that math was not listed under those courses. All right, and the reason that the online school math course is not listed is because you're going to be completing lessons in Zearn Math as assigned by your teacher. So Zearn Math is accessed through ClassLink and not the online school. Students in kindergarten will complete lessons in Dreambox for math, and you're going to learn more about that later on. Okay, so we'll talk about Zearn Math tomorrow. Now remember, you access all your online school lessons through ClassLink. Go ahead and use that pointer one more time and show me how you get to your online school in ClassLink. Very good. We're clicking on that online school app. Good job. And remember, that's the way we're going to access from now on. We're going through ClassLink. All right. Sorry about my daughter crying. She's not getting her way here today. All right. Let me grab those pointer tools. So you may see a message when you click on your online school app to enable Adobe Flash Player. This is so that pictures and videos will load in the courses. If you see this pop up, you're going to say OK, and you're going to enable the Adobe Flash Player, which is down here. There's a little puzzle piece, and then you're going to click on Allow. Once you're into the online school, we want to make sure you're not using this Plan tab, okay? We also do not want you to use lesson shortcuts. This will not allow you to choose a specific lesson and unit, so please ignore Plan and lesson shortcuts, okay? So many of you may be returning families and you've used those buttons in the past, but you're not going to use them this year. To access your courses, you're simply going to click on the Courses button. Everybody grab that pointer tool again. We're going to click on the Courses button right here. Now once you click on courses, it'll give you this drop-down box of all of the different courses that are assigned to your student. Let's pretend that we're clicking on the Summit Science Kindergarten lesson, or kindergarten course. So I'm going to put a circle around it. Pretend you're clicking on Summit Science K. Good. Now after you click on a lesson, or I'm sorry, a course, I'm using those words incorrectly, you're going to find that you can access all the units and lessons within that course. So here's the Summit K science course, it's right there. And here are the units and the lessons. That unit list is right in the purple box. Okay, so depending on what your teacher asks you to do, you find the unit and then the lesson. So for example, if a teacher says you're going to use Unit 1, Lesson 3 today, you would simply click on that first unit and then that lesson. All right, use your pointer to click on the Materials tab. Let's find the Materials tab right here. Now Learning Coaches, this is where you want to click to find a Learning Coach guide. So this is going to help you when you need to complete lessons. It's going to give you that Learning Coach guide that you can click on and open. Okay? So it shows you the Learning Coach information here. Okay. Good. All right, so I'm going to show you a video now that's going to walk you through a lesson. Now this is just an example, okay, of a kindergarten science lesson, but all of the online school lessons are set up the same for each grade and subject. So I'm going to push this video out, and when it does pop up, you'll click on the play button. And then when you're finished watching, just make sure that you click on the green check to let me know you're done. Let me grab that link for you real quick. All right, I'm just bringing everybody back to the classroom. And I see those green checks coming in. So as shown in the video, you may have to complete an online quiz to complete the lesson. So if you see a quiz at the end of the lesson, make sure you do complete it so that that lesson can be marked complete. You'll click on Start, and then the Learning Coach will type their OLS password and click on Submit to open the quiz. Okay, so they have to put in their Learning Coach username and password for the OLS or the online school. And then they have to put Submit there. So the student will complete the quiz by clicking on the questions. And when you're finished with the quiz, you would click on Submit. Other lessons may include an offline quiz. All you need to do is download and print the information. The Learning Coach will record student answers or progress in an online answer key and submit it. So for example, right here, this is where the Learning Coach would enter any offline information. So it says, did your student create an artwork of an animal? Well, the computer can't see if you've created artwork of an animal. That's why your Learning Coach needs to say if you did or not. And then you would say yes, hopefully, and then you would say yes, submit. Students have to score an 80% or better on the quiz to show mastery and complete that lesson. Students should review lesson materials they take the quiz again if they score less than 80%. So 80% is mastery. Make sure that you're working hard to score that 80%. Some lessons actually don't have a quiz at all, and all you do is mark complete. Okay, so you would just click on Mark Complete if there's no quiz. After you complete a lesson, you may see a screen to enter attendance. You can disregard this. This does not count towards student daily attendance, and then you can just click on Back to return to the lesson list. All right, so what lesson here, take a look at this screen. What lesson here is complete and how can you tell? Tell me in the chat box. So what lesson is complete and how can you tell? Hey Timothy, welcome. You're right. How can you tell? Good. Good everybody. 5.1 is complete. And we can tell because there's a word in the right corner that says complete, and there's a green circle with a white check mark. Good job. Okay, I'm going to close the chat box. Thank you for answering. So we're going to practice accessing our courses in this class, and this is going to be a graded assignment for everybody. So what you need to do is you need to access your physical education course. You'll log into ClassLink, click on your online school app, and then you're going to click on Courses, and then you're going to find your PE course. Now this is just an example. Yours may say something different if you're in a different grade, okay? This is just the K-2 example. So everybody find your PE course. You're going to start with Unit 1. There's one unit. And you're going to start with Lesson 1. The Learning Coach must click on that Materials tab to find the Learning Coach Guide. Remember to read each page and review materials. And I'm wondering if there's anybody, I'm actually going to lower the hands real quick. Is there anybody who would like to share their class link with us and show us how to get into our PE course? All right, Deegan, I love your enthusiasm. All right, buddy, so let's go ahead and share your desktop, and we're going to show everybody how to get into our PE course. Okay, and he already has his class link open and his online school. Okay, so let's go up to our online school button, Deegan, our online school tab. It's already open at the very top of the screen. Yep, so he already has it open. We're going to go to our Courses button. We're not going to use the lesson shortcuts. Remember, we're going to go to our Courses button, and we're going to find our PE course. I actually think, yep, it's right there at the top. So see how he's in 5th grade? So it's going to say PE 5. So it'll say something different for each grade. I don't know why that's there. Hold on a second, Deegan. Let's see if we can get it to go away. I don't know why my name is showing up there. There we go. Okay. All right, Deegan. Now where would we click to access our very first PE lesson? We're already in the course. Where are we going to click on the first lesson? Yep, right there. And you may go ahead and open it up. Lesson 1.1 is where we're going to start. Yep. So we're clicking on the lesson name. And we're just going to wait for this to load up for us. Hopefully it does. Sometimes it can be a little slow. Good. So we're always using our Courses button, everybody. Okay? And this is what happens sometimes when we share screens. It just goes kind of slow. But hopefully when you're doing it on your own end, it actually goes a little quicker. All right, so there that course is loading up for him. Now, Deegan, I'm just going to take your mouse, just like I did earlier today. I'm just going to grab your mouse real quick. I'm going to come back. I'm going to click on the back button here really quick and take us back to your online school homepage. So we know how to access our lesson. Now, remember, if you see a Materials tab here, make sure you click on Materials. Yep, there it is. Taking a little time to load. And then Learning Coaches, you can click on the Learning Coach Guide and all the things you'll need for Lesson 1. Okay? All right, Deegan, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing your screen, and let's give him a big round of applause. We appreciate seeing things from a student perspective, so it's so great when you guys volunteer to share your screen. And it's not scary, right? You're just being helpful to your classmates. Okay, you have 3 minutes right now to open up your first PE lesson, and don't forget that Materials tab for the Learning Coach Guide. It's okay if you don't finish this lesson right now. We're not expecting you to. We're just expecting you to open it up so that you can complete it after class. Okay, so I'm going to put open your PE lesson 1.1. All right, everybody take some time. Go ahead and open that first PE lesson, and then give a green check when you have it open. So everybody just open up that first PE lesson in the online school. So remember, Deegan, just go back to the Courses tab and then PE. Great. If you have it open, find the green check mark. And by green check mark, I mean come back here to the classroom and give me the green check mark once you have it open. Just a few more seconds now. Make sure you open that first lesson in your physical education course. So Deegan, just like you showed us on your screen, we're just going to that first unit in PE. Yep, PE 5, and then you're going to go to lesson 1. All right, I'm seeing 15 green checks. That is awesome. Great. So right now, remember how I showed you all of those different lessons and courses and when to complete them, and some are teacher guided and some are independent? I'm going to send you that document that'll show you which lessons you complete with your teacher and which lessons you complete independently. So I'm going to push that out in a file transfer, and you want to save it to your orientation folder. Okay, you can even record your login information on this document. It's super helpful, so you want to put it in a safe place like your orientation folder. Okay, so save that, put it in that orientation folder, give a green check when you have that saved then. All right, I see some green checks coming in, and here are those goals again. And they were to understand the expectations of working in the online school courses and to begin a lesson in PE. At least open that up, and then you can get started later today. Raise your hand if you feel like you've met your goals for the day, or for this class, I should say. We learned how to open up those lessons and work in them. Good. All right, so our assignments are to complete Unit 1, Lesson 1, just the first lesson in PE, and remember to attend your next session at 12:50. And if you have any questions, you can certainly stay in the classroom. I'm going to ask Melissa and Paris stay in the room here, and if anybody else has questions, you can type them in the chat. Don't forget to come back to our last class today at 12:50. I'm going to stop the recording.